In the last chapter, we saw what organizing was, and in this chapter, we are talking about staffing. And we have seen what's the meaning of staffing, how staffing, that concept of staffing evolved, or staffing as a part of human resource management, how it is considered, and we saw what is the process of staffing, or what are the steps happening in the staffing process. Now, in this session, we will be seeing about the sources of recruitment, or rather than that, recruitment. What is the meaning of recruitment? We have already seen, once we have made a plan about what kind of employees we require, what kind of what qualities of persons we require, what experience of persons we require. After that, the next thing what we are doing is to find the persons who are having said requirements, said qualities, said qualifications, and that whole concept we have termed as the second step as recruitment. And in this topic, we will be learning about what is recruitment in detail. So, we are entering the session recruitment. So, as we have seen in the process of staffing, recruitment is a process of finding suitable candidate for the job. We have learned in the steps, it is the process of searching for prospective candidates. It is process of searching for prospective candidates. It is process of searching for prospective candidates and stimulating them to apply for the job, So, recruitment is a process of finding suitable candidate. It is a process of finding suitable candidate. We are finding where these candidates are available, and we are finding the sources, we are stimulating them, we are encouraging them to apply for the job. And if we are looking into it, the objective is to attract potential candidates or potential employees. The objective is to attract potential employees, means employees with the said qualifications, qualities and experience. So, that is what is happening in recruitment. So, recruitment is the process of finding suitable candidate for the job. We are searching for the prospective candidates, we are encouraging, we are stimulating them to apply for the job, and through that what we are trying to do is that we are attracting the potential employees, the employees who matches our requirement, who matches the experience we are looking for, who matches the type we are looking for. And if you are looking into recruitment, you can see in recruitment identification of different sources from where we can get, we will be checking out, and we will assess the validity, whether the sources what we have found is right according to what we are looking for. Again, choosing most suitable source. Number of sources can be there. From among them, we must find one or two sources which is very sure that is matching our requirement, and we are encouraging or we are inviting application, we are asking them to apply for the job. So, this is the total meaning. In simple words, or the key words are, it is process of searching for prospective candidates and stimulating them to apply for the job. We are finding out the prospective candidates, we are encouraging them to apply for the job. So, that is what is called recruitment. Now, if you are looking at recruitment, that means the sources of employees required by an organization. There can be different sources. Sometimes we can have the required employees from within the organization. Sometimes we have to look outside the organization for the expected employees. So, speaking in broader sense, recruitment can be of two types. or recruitment can be broadly classified into sources of recruitment, the places from where we can get the employees. The sources of recruitment can be classified into two, that is internal sources and external sources. Internal sources and external sources. And what is internal source? Internal sources are those sources where we are getting the prospective employees with the experience, with the skills, all those things what we are looking for from within the organization. From within the organization. When we are finding out employees from within the organization, inside the organization. Say one of the teacher from among us is being made the vice principal. That means it is from within the organization. There are certain schools where vice principal or principal is being taken from a person who was earlier working in some other school. That is external source, outside the organization. So external source is talking about from outside the organization. This is from inside the organization. External is from outside the organization. Sources of recruitment can be either internal source or external source. Are you getting me, children? So that is source of recruitment. Now we are going into internal source. We are going into a bit detail into the internal sources of recruitment. Basically, if we are looking into the sources of recruitment, we saw it can be either from within the organization or from outside the organization. From within the organizations, there are two methods. Usually, only two methods are being adopted. That is transfer or promotion. Transfer or promotion. That is from within the organization. So what is transfer? Transfer is shifting of an employee. It is moving an employee from one job to another, one department to another. At times it can be from one shift to another. And what makes it special is that there will be no much change in the responsibilities, much change in the status, and there will be no much change in the pay also. So shifting of an employee from one department to another, one work to another, shift to another without substantial change in responsibilities or status and even pay. So that shifting is called transfer. Whereas when we come to promotion is also shifting of an employee, but what differentiates it from transfer is that promotion shifting of an employee will be to a higher position with higher responsibility, higher pay, higher status. So that is a difference. Both are shifting of employee from one job to another, one position to another, and with higher pay, higher responsibilities, etc. So that is what is meant by promotion. We have seen what is promotion, what is transfer, and both the transfer and promotion are the internal sources of recruitment. Now these internal sources have benefits as well as demerits. There is good things concerned with this. There are certain things which are not favorable for the organization. Coming on to the merits of internal source. Merits of internal source include, first one is it motivates or motivated to improve the performance. Employee is motivated to improve the performance. When an employee is getting a surety that he will be considered for a higher position, he will be considered for a higher position, he will do his job much better. If he is very sure that there is a chance of promotion for him, he will try to do the job in a much better way. He will try to do those things in better way. So there is a chance for improved performance, or employees being motivated to make his performance better. That is one merit of internal source. Another one is it simplifies the process of selection, because these employees are working in the organization or with the organization. So it is very easy to understand what are their qualities, what are their skills, what are they good at. So we need not spend too much of time evaluating how, what, where, when. All these things are not required. They can easily consume them into a particular job. So process of selection is made simpler. Another thing is that tool for training for employees, that is concerned with the transfer. When an employee is being sent from one job to another, one department to another, or one shift to another, they are getting an idea regarding new job, new work, new shift. So new things are being learned by that employee. So automatically they are getting trained in that area also, which they were not earlier familiar with. So in that way, transfer can be considered as a tool of training for employees. Again, balancing the workforce. That is also concerned with the transfer. Certain departments can have more number of employees than what they require. At the same time, there can be certain departments which are understaffed. That means there is no enough number of employees as according to the requirement. When you are looking into it, if you are using the method of transfer, those overstaffed departments, from that overstaffed departments, employees can be transferred to the understaffed department. So where there is more number of employees, they can be shifted to the departments where there is not required number of employees. So in that way, the balancing of staff can be made with the help of transfer. Next one is, it is a cheaper way of recruitment, because we need not spend too much of money for advertisement, all those things. So in that way, if we are looking, monetary advantages also there. It is a cheaper way of finding out persons whom we require and getting them to be there for the job. So need not spend too much of money. So it can be considered as a cheaper source of recruitment. So these are the merits of internal source of recruitment. Now, whenever we are talking about good things, there is something, there will be something which is not that good. In internal source, we have seen a number of advantages. Now we are going to see the disadvantages, the problems associated with the internal source. First one is, there is a danger of inbreeding. Inbreeding means with whatever we are having, we will be happily running. So those who are there, they will be there for ever, or the firm will go on working with the same person, same idea, same method of doing all these things. New ideas or new thoughts or new way of doing will not come, because these employees who are consumed through internal source is been working with the firm, they don't have much idea regarding what is new. So internal source restrict new blood coming in. So they will be going on with what they are having, the method they are using, nothing new will come in. That's a very serious problem. The same old method, same way of doing, no fresh ideas, no fresh thoughts will come. So danger of inbreeding is there, to go with whatever they are having. That is a problem. Second thing is that employees will become lethargic. Employees will take things very lightly, because they are very sure that after a particular number of years or after a particular time of service in a department, they will be promoted. If they are getting that wrong idea, automatically they will become a bit lazy. They will be doing the work somehow to make sure that they have completed the required time, completed the required period. So there is a chance of employees to become lethargic. That is also another problem. Third thing is that new enterprise cannot use the source because internal source of recruitment is taking from the persons who are working inside the organization. A new organization will not have past employees or employees who are already working. Everybody will be new. So a new enterprise cannot opt for this source of recruitment. Now, fourth one is spirit of competition will be hampered. This is almost connected with the second point because employees are very sure that they will get a promotion. So, automatically whether they do or they are not doing, they are sure about that. So, automatically nobody to compete. If they are having a threat that somebody else will be considered, if they are not doing it fine, somebody else will be taken in, automatically they will try to prove themselves. Here there is nothing of proving happening because they are very sure about what is going to happen. So, in that way the competition will not be there or there will be lack of competition. There must be healthy competition inside an organization, then only that organization will grow. So, that competition, spirit of competition will be reduced because they are well sure of what is going to happen next. And the last one is frequent transfers. That is regarding the source of transfer. When it is frequently, when an employee is frequently transferred from one job to another, one department to another, they will not be having idea regarding or they will not be well versed in what they are doing. Automatically what happens is that they will have to there will be a slowdown in the work. Automatically that will affect the productivity. They will not be able to give the best because every time they will be learning something new. Once they are getting in track, and by that time they will be shifted to another department. So that will bring down the productivity. That is also a problem. So in this chapter, in this topic, we were seeing what is recruitment, what are the sources of internal recruitment. That means recruitment from within the organization, and what are the classification or what are the divisions of internal recruitment, what are sources of internal recruitment, transfer and promotion, and we are seeing the advantages and disadvantages. Hope you have understood.